It's raining. It's windy. Starting to cool off. But Amazon showed up. Let's show y'all what I got here. Nothing too exciting, just more shop supplies. This would be sanding disc for the orbital sander. Look a little bit bigger. Hang on a minute. That's a 6-inch. I got 4-inch. I ordered 4-inch. Hang on. I think they'll work anyway. They'll work just fine. We can deal with it. They were on sale at some place, very inexpensive, so I think that's 200 in there. All 120 grit, which is what I use the most of. So there we go. There's that. Now this one here, this is knife steel. I ordered some more. We need to open that. And I got this because Phil, where you at, Phil? I know you're still out there. It finally quit, and we know why it quit. At least it didn't blow up. Put a battery in it and run for a minute. Put a new battery in and run for a minute. It just will not keep time anymore. So we're going to retire the Pinto. It lasted a good many years though. So I got me China's finest clock. Shot clock. Take that off. Now this one has the time, of course, date, and temperature. It's pretty cool for what it was. Didn't cost a whole lot. 3 AA's, which do not come with it. I just happen to have some. Not the best ones, but I've got some. Let's see if we can figure out this fancy technology here. Alright, set. What time is it anyway? 10 minutes after 1. Alright, it don't work. There we go. Okay, AM is PM. One. How many? I went the wrong way. That's alright. One. Beep, 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 beep. 11 by now. 2019, let's go, hang on. $20.24. Day temperature. Day 24th? No. It ain't Monday either. It's Friday. I'll be back when I figure this thing out. This is high tech stuff here. Alright, I did it, I think. 1:17 p.m. Friday. The 12th. The 24th. No, 72.5 degrees. I don't know. That still ain't right. I'll get one of the kids to fix it for me. Anyway, there is my Amazon haul for today. There we go. It took Joey 10 seconds to set that. lanyard hole. I use 2 drill presses, that way I don't have to keep swapping bits all the time. This will be the pinholes. Continue on, continuing on. Alright, got one side ground, bevels ground on each one of them. And I can eyeball them pretty good from both sides, but this time got me a measurement. They're all pretty much the same. Hang on, let's start over with this thing. Got 0.62. That's what I read a while ago. And they're all just almost within a little bit being the same. So we want this side to be the same. So I'm going to put some layout fluid on them. Let that dry a few minutes, and then I'll scribe the line on this side. And like I said, I can pretty much eyeball it most of the time. But this time, just for grins and giggles, we'll use some of this fancy machinist stuff here. And when it dries, this stuff has to dry pretty good. I just turned the heater off because it's been cold in here all morning. And once again, this will be sort of a mixed up video. Got some knife making and some talking and some updates on the last storm that we had. And there's another one a-coming. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, let's let that dry, then we'll scribe our lines on there. Then we'll grind them. And with any luck today, we'll get out to the forge and get them heat treated. Alright, our layout fluid is dried. Let's see, let's go to our 0.62 where we was at. Let's grab us a line there. That way I know to grind up to there, and it'll be even with the other side. Well, get that one real good. Just like that. Let's see, let's mark that one a little bit heavier. Just like that. Jig turn that way. I mentioned I turned the heat off. It's still cold out here, but it's not that cold. But it's about to be in the next couple of days. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Alright, now we'll go grind this side on each one of them. Then we'll be ready to clean them up a little bit and get them ready for heat treat. Alright, bevel's ground. Next step, now this is the way I do it. A lot of people don't, but I do. Before I heat treat, I'm going to sand this off. Our 120 grit paper that we just got in. Clean it off, smooth it off a little bit. Yes, I know these are too big, but they work just fine. I ordered the wrong size. Just like that, both sides, all of them. Then we'll take them out to the forge. Well, I missed a step before heat treating. I forgot, let's blade etch them first. Put the maker's mark on there. It's easier to do that when it's the steel is still soft before it's hardened. It just works out a little better with my homemade etching machine. I can hear it sizzling. Now the solution is just salt water. Wipe it off pretty quick, because this will sand off. Got to go through the sanding process again. Like that. Now it's pretty hot, so we'll let it cool off. Do that on each one of them. I'm going to take the stencil off and clean it up with some acetone, then it'll be ready for heat treat. Now I didn't show the heat treating because I've shown that a bunch of times. In the tempering oven, 450 degrees, 1 hour. And I usually go a little bit more, about 10 minutes more than that once the oven heats up real good. And that's going to be it for today. Getting this. Now, I said I would mention about the storm the other day. It wasn't a whole lot of nothing. We got some rain. We got some pretty good wind. Not too bad. It blew down another limb out of the top of the tree there. It was stuck up there somewhere. But didn't worry too much about it. Now, the Arctic blast is going out across the whole country. Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning here is supposed to be in the teens, wind chill in the single digits. So that's cold for us. It is not unheard of. People will tell you that live here, some people, it never got that cold here. Well, yes, it has. It does about every 2 or 3 years. It does. You hear anybody from northwest Florida tell you that, they hadn't been here very long and they're just running off at the mouth. I've been here most of my life, and it gets cold every few years. Really, really cold for a few days. Sometimes snow, We have had snow, and will again. Not much, not like y'all considered up north, but it's fun for us. We had an ice storm in 2014, I believe it was, that took down power lines, tree limbs, and all that. A really bad one. And that's a possibility in the next few days. Once that passes, over the next weekend, we're getting another cold blast. So I'm gonna do what I can do in the shop and keep it as warm as I can. But if it gets too bad, we'll just have to stay in the house and hunker down, stay warm. Florida crackers do not operate very well less than 72 degrees. So alright, that'll do it. And for another mixed up video, I thank y'all for watching. I thank you for your support. And remember, camp knives are still on sale. That's what I'm working on now, till the end of the month. My goal is 10. So 4 so far. And y'all want one? Get them while they're cheap. $100, $10 shipping. Can't beat it, I'm telling you. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.